inkling of who you want Andy to be with?
It's so difficult because...
So we are here at the RDMA. You're presenting this year, right?
I'm super excited.
Have you practiced? Are you ready for it?
Definitely, I'm super ready. I actually did last year too, so I'm hoping this year is smooth as well, so we'll see.
My first one, I wasn't able to make it last year, so I'm very excited to be here.
It's a pretty big thing, right? How does it
My
feel?
gosh, well I'm naturally an introvert, so I'll recover over the weekend.
I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. And so much big stuff happening on the show. I feel like I've never been so invested in a Disney show before. What is coming up? We know you're going to live with Bowie, so supposedly.
Okay, so we have a lot coming up. I don't even really know what's happening. We don't get a lot of notice on the scripts, so it's cool to really experience it with the audience, you know. But I'm just excited to see, you know, how these characters mature and progress in their lives.
How do you think that dynamic will go between Bowie and, you know, Andy if they live together?
I think Andy and Bowie are definitely just a really good fit, you know. I feel like they have these personalities that work really well together. So, I mean, I think it could be good.
Hopefully. Big episode last week with the big first fight.
Oh yeah.
What can you tease that's coming up?
We're going to see some more Andy's family dynamics going on. So for Bexy shippers, there's going to be some good stuff for you guys. It might not be what you want, or it might be what you want.
I don't really know what people want because I feel like I want it and I don't want it. I'm just like in the middle. I'm like, ah.
Exactly, yes. So I think you will be engaged, even if you are disappointed or elated.
You're filming season 3, but we still have the rest of this season playing out. So what can you tease coming up with the rest of season 2?
Oh, just more changes, and I think that every character goes through more changes, which will keep it interesting, and hopefully the relatability will remain high. But I don't think I'm supposed to give any spoilers. So.
I'm trying. You guys are really good about that.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's a specific thing to look forward to, but I think you can just look forward to seeing all these characters mature and the relationships grow, and some new friends. So.
Yeah, we got Walker coming back, so that's going to be a love triangle we have going on here.
Yeah, and he needs to get out of that one.
I don't know how she's going to get out. That's why I'm waiting. I'm like, who's she going to pick? What's she going to do?
The whole cast and I, when we read these scripts, we're like, oh my gosh, what are they going to do? Yeah. So it's cool to see how they work out their problems and figure things out.
And one thing you want to happen in season 3 that you're working on?
I think Bowie and Bex, that's a big relationship that I hope that happens. Just like Andy, I'm really rooting for them. So that would be really exciting.
Do you have any inkling of who you want Andy to be with?
It's so difficult because Walker is like much more like Andy, you know, but then Jonah's also always been there for her. So I think it'll be interesting to see how she deals with that and navigates through her life.
Teenage love, so complicated.
I know, yeah. So complicated. Poor Andy.
I'm really excited to, I mean, like so many of us, I'm really excited to see Cyrus's storyline and see where that goes. You know, will he find somebody that likes him back? You know, will he find somebody that he's crushing on that's new? I don't know. Like, so I'm really excited to see where that goes. And I want to see where Bex and Bowie goes too, because I'm part of that storyline.
Oh, yeah, I love that. I know you work mainly with Andy on the show, but is there any of the other kids that you would love to have Bex kind of have a scene with? Because we have, you know, Bowie confiding, or Jonah confiding in Bowie, and I love that. So which kid would you like to have a scene with?
Ooh, you know, I've got to have scenes with Cyrus, and I got to have like a little hint of a scene with Buffy. Like, you know that we talked without seeing the scene. I think it would be really great to have like a longer scene with Buffy, and I think that Jonah and Bex have never had a scene one-on-one either, so that would be cool too. Yeah.
Are we I know we have this whole thing about Buffy moving. Can you hint at where that's going?
Ooh, that's real tough. I know a lot of people were really upset to hear that Buffy was moving. Let's just say Buffy's not out of the picture yet.
And I love the coming out scene between Cyrus and Andy. I know we had him coming out to Buffy, but I really loved yours as well. What was that like to film that?
Oh, it was just such this overwhelming experience, you know, this support and love that you could just feel in the air, you know. I think it was a really special scene, and I wanted to live up to everyone's expectations, so I hope it did that.
And how does it feel to have a show on Disney tackling such big issues? We have Jonah's panic attacks, we have Cyrus coming out, obviously.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that the Disney Channel is tackling tackling all these bigger issues because they are what real life is like, you know. And for kids to have those role models on TV that go through the same things that they will go through is really important.
I love seeing the progression of the relationship with Cece and Bex, especially in this last episode. She had her little "I told you so" moment, but she was still there for both of them. You know, what's it been like to see that relationship play out?
You know, it's nice because I think that every character, and especially for an actor, you want to see some sort of arc so that the character can grow and change. Otherwise, it just becomes, you know, kind of stale after a while. So Cece, you know, is still always going to have her, you know, just structure, let's say. And I think that actually kids need that. But I think as we go, we'll see Cece loosening up more and more.
I mean, she has cereal now.
Yes, I have cereal.
And that whole part.
Yeah, and she can dance and, you know, have some fun too, not just be. And you know, the other thing too is that now that Bex is coming on to take over the role, then I get to be, you know, more of a grandma role that gets to just spoil the kids, which is the way it should be. The more fun one.
It's been so great because like it feels good to play different scenes with different characters. You don't always want to be stuck in the same pattern again and again. It's more challenging as an actor too, so it's been really fun to play out.
Has playing a mom on this show kind of prepared you for, like, are you taking any notes for the future?
I should be. I feel like I'm more like a kid than a mom, but I think so. Bex feels that way too, so it all works out.
She's finally getting to that point where she's learning she's kind of got to be a little tough, right?
It's hard. I hate even acting like that because I want to be the cool, fun mom.
Well, you kind of are. I loved when you picked him up with the truck and you were like, what do you want to go do?
Oh yeah, it's nice to be the savior in that way.
Would you ever be up for doing a musical episode of Andy Mack? I know they just did Raven's Home. A lot of you sing.
I think if it happened, I would be excited. I don't sing, so
You dance.
I do dance.
Yeah.
I'll just
Just as important.
exactly. I'll just fake sing.
What's it been like to be a part of such a groundbreaking show?
You know, I'm so proud of this show on so many different levels because of the diversity and its messages of inclusion and just bringing up all these issues of, you know, people coming out and then, you know, one of the characters dealing with anxiety and, you know, the fact that it stars 3 Asian women. I mean,
I love that. Obviously.
Exactly.
Someone like me on TV.
Yeah, when I was little, I had nothing, zip. And so hopefully this will encourage other, you know, young Asian artists out there that they'll be able to do it too.
Well, I love this show because it's a lot of things I can relate to from when I was a kid that I never saw on TV. Obviously, people that look like me, but I was a military brat too, so I relate to Buffy in that sense. What has this show meant to you, hearing people say stuff like that?
I mean, I feel like I share a lot of what you're saying too. I am a multiracial kid and I did not grow up with a lot of representation when I was watching TV. And so to be able to be a part of this and be able to give this to this generation now feels so fulfilling. I can't even tell you.
Well, I love the show and thank you for it. So
Thank you
have
so
fun
much.
Tonight. It's good to meet you.
So nice to meet you.